Learning Sila Nishmas Etta Ahuva Basaka Masechas Gitin Perek Dala Mishna Beis Berishayna Haya Isa Bezdin B'Makam Echad U'Mevatli. Originally, the halacha was that the Baal wouldn't be able to go to a shliach and be mevatel l'shlichus. Rather, he would go to a bezdin and be mevatel over there. In the Gemara, there's a machlekes whether the bezdin is of 3 people or of 2 people. Hiskin and Gamliel Hazakim was misakin shelo yeh oisin came imnei tikkun olam, that they should stop going to the bezdin and rather they should go to the shliach itself to be mevatel it because of tikkun olam. So in the Gemara, there's a machlekes based on the previous machlekes what memnei tikkun olam is. So if bifnei bezdin meant being mevatel in front of a bezdin of 2, so then that's Rabbi Yochanan holds. Rabbi Yochanan says that they mevatel that because of takanas mamzerim, because 2 people is not going to have a koil, so she's not going to know that that the Baal went to a bezdin to be mevatel, and she's going to think she's migureshes, and she's going to get married with it, and therefore there is going to be mamzerim. So because of takanas mamzerim, they said that you can't be mevatel in front of bezdin anymore. Rather, you have to go be mevatel to the shliach itself or to the isha itself. Reish Lakish, he holds that when it said bifnei bezdin, it was bifnei gimel, that you needed 3, and they stopped that bifnei takanas hagunas, because sometimes it was hard to find the bezdin of gimel, and therefore he wouldn't be bother being mevatel the get, and it's going to come out that she's going to get divorced for no reason and remain an aguna. The Mishnah continues with another tikkun olam, and the remaining part of Perek Daled and the entire Perek Hey is going to now go with various halachas and various takanas that were made. The next one is the Negea Gitin, but after that it turns to other topics. So the Mishnah says, "Berishayna hayimishana shmoi v'shma." Originally, they would write in the get his name and her name, Shem Ira v'Shem Ira, his city where he came from and her city where she came from. Behiskin or Gamliel Hazakin was masakin sheikois of ishpoini v'chol shem sheyeshloi ishapoinis v'chol shum sheyeshloi. That not only would they write his name that he was known in the Makam HaKsiva, they would also write the name that he was known in the Makam HaNesina. Taisa says that from our Gemara it looks like the Makam Nesina is Iker, but there's a Taisefta that's mashma the Makam Kesiva is Iker. And the reason why they did this is Mibnei Tikkun Ha'olam, so that there wouldn't be a laz coming out and saying that they weren't Miguresha. So we wanted to make it clear that it was for sure this Baal and it was for sure this Isha that was Migureshes. The Gemara says, "V'hu this chazik b'trei shmi." The only time that you need to write both names if he was known by both names. But if he was only known with one name, then you only had to write the name that he was known with. Taisus also says, and the Rab brings down, that the Bryce and the Gemara later on says that you're not Migureshes until you write, let's say, Shem de Yehuda and the Shem that he was known in Gala. So that's Dafka if it was Ischazik Shtei Shemas in 2 places. So in the Makam Ksiva he was known in one place, and the Makam Hanesina, where the get was given, he was known with another name. So then you have to write both names. But if in one place he was known by both names, then it wouldn't be ma'akiv. But he still says l'chatchila, you should still write, even if the ksiva and the nesina is in one place, you should still write both names. Just to end off, Taisa says an interesting thing, that if a person was a mumra la'avodah zara, la'avodah kechavim, and he's megarish his wife, and they only wrote in the get his Jewish name and not his Goyish name. So Rabbeinu Tam says, Chalil lahaskir shem oivik kechavim b'teres Moshe v'Yisrael, that there was no reason to write a Goyish name. Kal v'chomer, that you see from here that a person shouldn't be called with his Goyish name. Mishnah Gimel, Ein Almana nefras minichse yisayim ela b'shvua. Almana is not allowed to collect her ksuva from the property of the yisayim unless she swears that she wasn't mechapel the ksuva yet. Nimnu meleshbia, but they stopped making them swear because they were lying and they were meir heter to themselves to say that they helped out so much and therefore they could collect from the yisayim. So his skin rangamliya zaken shetei neider, so yisayim koma sheyirtzu v'goy v'ksuvasa, that without making a shvua, all they did is made a neder that they won't have hana from the zaynis if they had hana from the ksuva. With that neder, he allowed them to collect the ksuva, and that's mipnei tikkun olam, because otherwise woman would not want to get married because they'd be afraid that they would lose out on their ksuva. The next halacha of the Mishnah is Ha'edim Chaisman al get they take an oilam. We're going like the Madama, the Edim is Sirakarti. So really all you need is Edim that saw the get was given. But still we're afraid that maybe one of them is going to die. So therefore they said that you need Eidei Chasima also they take an oilam. And lastly, the Mishnah says a third tikkun oilam, Hillel hiskin prusbol mimnei tikkun oilam. Hillel was masakin prusbol because he was afraid that people will not want to lend each other money because they're afraid they're going to lose the money by Shemitah. So he was masakin a prusbol that allowed them to collect. They give over their star to Dayanim, and with that, they were not over leyigash. They were allowed to collect the chayv whenever they wanted.